I'm Cindy with Cindy Hearts Crochet Podcast. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. And I'm not sure how much must there's going to be in my vlog because I just don't do much Christmas anymore. My daughter is 300 miles away and she is in a retail type situation, so she doesn't get to take off around the holidays. Last year she surprised me and came up last minute, so here I was day before, well, no, a couple of days before Christmas, putting up a tree and lights and decorating all up because I didn't have one thing out when she told me she was coming. She was trying to surprise me, and silly me, I kept insisting that I was mailing her gifts to her, and she said, "No, Mama, don't worry about it, don't worry about it." And she didn't want to tell me, and then I said, "Well, I'll get them in the mail tomorrow." And she said, "No, dadgummit, I was trying to surprise you." Sorry. But that was only because Christmas fell where she could get here and spend a day and get back. I am driving today. I have been sick the past couple of days. Went to the doctor yesterday. Got a big old shot in my butt. A lovely Rocephin and Decadron. Yay. And I'm a baby, so I tend to shed a tear when I get shots. And that dang Rocephin is something else. It's thick, but it works pretty quick. And Decadron. I really don't feel like driving today, but bills ain't paying themselves, you know. Wearing my Roll Tide Alabama, as my team is currently playing against Georgia in Atlanta for the SEC championship. I usually am pretty cocky in saying I'm a Bama fan, so I don't have to watch or listen to the game because I know we're going to win, but it's not sounding real good today. I do have, excuse me, let me shift hands. I don't have a phone stand with me, even though I made myself one, and I have a little tripod-y thing that hangs from my rear view or stands up or whatever. It's adjustable, but I want one of those bendable arm things like Petra has, and I can't find the video where she talked about that and where her link was for it. But anyway, so I guess I need to save something for tomorrow, huh? I drove to Moscow, Tennessee today. It wasn't too bad, and I passed by, I believe it was the original Mississippi University, but I'll read the sign as I go back by. I took pictures, but of course I can't edit and drop stuff in like everybody else can. And it's getting dark pretty quick, so I guess I am going to cut this a little short. However, Roll Tide anyway. I hope Alabama can pull it off, but the last update I got from my daughter, who lives in Georgia and is always sporting her Bama gear, I don't care what day of the year it is. Roll Tide. That's my girl. She get it from her mama. Get it from her mama. Anyway, I hope Mississippi or Tennessee, wherever I am now, doesn't have a law against handheld devices like Georgia does. But anyway, so I hope everybody's doing well, and I will try to have a more stable standing for my phone next time. I just somehow thought I would try to jump in on Vlogmas this time, like I tried to drop in on Vlog Timber or Tober or whatever it was. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. It was kind of nasty weather when I left Birmingham, but usually on down the road from Birmingham it clears up a good bit. And it did this time too. It's actually clear here in Tennessee or Mississippi, whichever corner I'm in. The way I come from Birmingham is out Highway 22, which has been Corridor X for many years. And it's a pretty straight shot, not too much built up around it yet. Not too many exits. And it runs through Mississippi, through Tupelo and all that, and then into Tennessee up to Memphis. But I didn't get quite to Memphis. Although I hear Graceland's all in lights, Christmas in Dixie. I'll probably sing y'all a bit of that every time I see you, because that's just one of my favorite songs. And one of my favorite groups, Alabama. I've been with them. I've been following them and loving them since their beginning, when they were actually Wild Country. And oh my gosh, can you see this house? Hang on. I hope you can. Okay, I can't zoom in or anything like that, but that's just a big, big, huge southern home, 2-story home with a big porch, and it is decorated simply in big, probably natural wreaths and beautiful ribbons and rocking chairs on the front porch. And that is just beautiful to me. Big homes like that sitting off the road usually have spotlights on their windows where their wreaths are. And like I said, that is just beautiful to me. I also enjoy all the big lights and the ones that people have that are... Oh, there's another one. Hang on. I don't know how much you can see. Sorry. Anyway, that one was pretty, with just simply white lights and wreaths and red ribbons. I know people around me think I'm so weird. And y'all do too. You know you do. But you love me. Yeah. Anyway. So I'm hoping to feel better and better. I laid up in bed yesterday from whatever time I got home, about 5 p.m. I think, until I actually went to sleep until 1 something this morning, and then got up and realized I hadn't let my dogs out all night. Excuse me. And they were a little ill with me, but you know, they still love me, so that's all good. Then they stayed in extra long before they had to go back out, so yeah, they're good. And then I went back to bed and got back up at, well, I think I sat up and crocheted actually for about an hour maybe. And then I was working on Cozy Cottage. Oh my gosh, why is her name just going away? She just released a pine forest cowl. She lives in Florida. Oh, anyway, Cozy Cottage, I know who I'm talking about, and it'll come to me as soon as I get off here. But I started working on her cowl that she released yesterday, I believe, in some kind of fuzzy material, and it just, I don't know how anybody works with that stuff that you have to feel for your next stitch, kind of like that blanket stuff that everybody likes, especially Seta. I know she uses it a lot. My mama likes it, but I just can't work with anything that you can't see your next stitch or that you have to feel for it. So I actually got about 5 rows in and gave up and started in on using some Red Heart Super Saver, just some regular number 4, and then decided that was gonna be too big. So I ripped that one out, and I had gotten about a dozen rows in on that one. I had gotten to the top of the first set of trees, and then I ripped that out. And so I gotta find something else. Why do I do this to myself? But I want something kind of fuzzy, but kind of light. And I saw something I have that is alpaca and acrylic from Hobby Lobby. And it's a number 3, I think. She suggests using an E hook, which I don't even own an E, and I doubt I would use an E, because anything below an H, I just don't feel like I'm getting much mileage out of it. I think I've said that before, but it's true. I did use a G on my phone stands that I made this week, but it wasn't too bad. And I think I convinced myself now to use a G hook on my amigurumis from now on, or, well, my extent of amigurumis are octopus so far. Or have I made something else? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm rambling, so try not to keep Vlogmas. Oh, I got it right. I thought I said Vlogust, but I still have a headache from whatever is bothering me. So, just, like I said, feeling like doo-doo, but had to make this trip today because I had already passed up like 3 trips just being in the doctor's office and then sleeping during the night. But maybe I can feel better and better. I think he said it was just ear infection and some cough. But I mean, what does that mean? Ear infection. I had only coughed about 4 times and not like a real big cough. But my throat felt like it had been ripped out. Like I had been screaming maybe. But I hadn't. And, or like I had coughed so much that it just made my throat raw. But anyway, maybe that big shot of painful, burning stuff in my hip will help. I mean, it's already helping, so it can only help a little bit more. I think I have prescriptions to pick up, but I just didn't feel like it last night. And if I get back in time tonight, I might. But I know that Recefin will do its job for a little bit. Anyway, gonna get off here before it gets too dark and before I don't catch my next turn, because my GPS is under my camera, or like my camera is in the front and in the front ground foreground, and my map is in the background, and it's not through the Bluetooth right now, so it's not going to let me hear. Anyway, blah blah blah. Okay, there it goes. We're going dark. Hope everybody has a good weekend. I will try to check back in tomorrow. I know my video cut off again last week, my regular vlog podcast thing. So I did make notes, and I will pick up from where that cut off this week. And I hope to see everyone doing as much Vlogmas as possible. We'll try to check in daily, but I can't promise. Like I said, there's much Christmas to it. I also plan to do the I was tagged for the Christmas tag, which, you know, I just don't do much Christmas anymore, so I'll try to, and most of my memories and traditions and everything are from my ghost of Christmas past. But I'll try to get through it, and I'll try to do it because everybody is, and I know we all have our things that we like and dislike about every day of life, not just Christmas. And the holidays are rough on me, mainly because my dad passed away 2 days before Thanksgiving in 2004, and that makes the entire bunch of holidays tough on me, because he was the one I would call to get menus for the holidays. And oh, my map did come up. I just hope it doesn't cut my thing off now. Anyway, my daddy was the one that I would call to get menus, and I would cook all of his favorites for the holidays. And then my mom and brother still live actually on the same property with me, but they just don't like me much. I'm just kidding, but that's what it feels like sometimes, you know. And then my daughter, the only one that does enjoy Christmas with me anymore, lives on the other side of Georgia. So unless I get to see her, then, you know, holidays just aren't much holidays. That's why I prefer to work and try to keep my mind busy with my crochet and hollering at y'all every now and then, and especially working. I could work every day, and not many will get this, but it's not all about the money. I say that my favorite color is money, and congratulations to Shirley and Haley for winning 2 patterns to the You Can't Catch Me cow. That was one of the things I wanted to talk about in my vlog the other day, but they were close enough. My favorite color is money. Money, money, money. But they guessed green, which is, I guess, technically my favorite color. But I shoot pool, so the color of money is a thing, you know. But anyway, rambling. Hope to see everybody every now and then, and keep us up to date what's happening. I'll try to include a little Christmas, because I still enjoy going to see the Christmas lights and listening to the music and everything, and I like the old country music for Christmas. Well, especially Elvis Presley. I love me some Elvis Presley Christmas music. I tell you what, love it. And I thought I was going close enough to Memphis to go through Graceland, because I bet it's beautiful with Christmas lights, and still a place that's on my bucket list to go to. Anyway, alright, well, I'm headed back to Birmingham. I did go to, I don't know if I said it, but I went to Moscow, Tennessee via Mississippi, and the weather cleared up here, so I'm hoping my head and chest and ears do before too long. I really didn't feel like making this trip, but I made it. I knew if I sat home much longer, I'd be a pooty head about something. But Christmas can turn me either way. I can be all happy and joy, and everything one minute and sad the next. And it all has to do with, like I said, my ghost of Christmas past. And Christmas by yourself is never much fun. But another reason I just work. Alright then. That's all I have to say again and again and again. Love y'all. See you next time. Ooh. That was for realsies. Because I passed him while I'm holding my phone doing a video. Ah! Okay, just keep going, Mr. Officer. Nothing happening here. I gotta go this time. Love y'all. See you next time. Roll Tide. Bye.